Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jay, this is Vroom Vroom, and this is the completion videos for the Kawasaki KLE and the Honda ST1300. They didn't need too much more doing than the last videos. There was a couple of bits that have been quite interesting. The plastic welding you'll see in a bit, which I've just found incredibly amazing. And there's been a few other developments, so stick with us, we'll get to it. Right, we're back on the Kawasaki KLE. Got some parts which was really good, and they arrived quite quickly. While it was out in the elements, I obviously protected all of the electronics to make sure everything was okay, and got the part I need. I've connected up the number plate light and the indicators, as you can see, so that's all done now. So what I'm going to do next is I've got a new battery today as well, so I'm going to put that on, connect the wires up and make sure that the backlights are working okay before we go any further, because it's obviously a lot easier to change bulbs and stuff now while it's still off the bike. Right, so what I've done is I've put the back bit on and I've hooked up the wires. I've also chucked the new battery on, so I'm just going to check out and see if the lights are working and if the battery's working. That's cool, we've got everything we need on there. Right, so I can see. Yep, number plate light's working. Indicators nice slow. Cool. Other way. Excellent. And hazards. Give you it, first bike I've ever had with hazard lights. Right, so that's that. Time to start tidying this up. The traditions of saying things way too soon, that bit seemed to have gone on quite well. It was 2 bolts there, 2 Allen keys, all right down there, which you can't actually see, and that was it. So that's strapped up to where it should be. Just going to tighten up the light bolts now. But what I did do is when I took the light off, I did break the alarm sensor, the alarm light LED bolts. I've got a plan to fix that. I hope it works, but we'll have to see, and I will have to do that obviously before we get too much further. It does involve a little bit of solder and a lot of luck, but we'll see how that goes. But look at this, towel's gone on and it is absolutely perfect. I haven't put this bit back on yet because I just want to try and get the LED for the alarm working, but it went back on so easy. I mean, for how long it took to get off, which was a little bit of a pain, it was very easy to put back on. So over the moon with that. So just last couple of jobs now. I'm waiting on the number plate to be delivered. Hopefully I'll get it tomorrow with the bolts, securing bolts, because I haven't got any of those at the moment. And I'm just about to do an oil change. So I've just had a little look at the oil, just took a little sample out, and it looks very good. It's very clean, and there's no bits in it, so I'll get the rest of it out, do the oil change, then I'm on to number plate clean up, and jobs are good. Well, just arrived Maidstone. It was freezing, no heaty grips on this bike, and my hands are frozen. The bike itself, first proper ride on it, it's done 20-25 miles now, and it was absolutely superb. It's like riding a push bike with an engine. It's so light, its balance is exceptional, it's so sturdy. The gear ratios are slightly different to what I'm used to, and I did find myself having to come down the gear where normally I wouldn't on a low speed pickup. But apart from that, it's a fantastic bike, and if you're thinking of buying something like this, then do it. It's a massive difference from the Honda DeVille. And I love that bike. It was a reliable bike for the last 5 years, that one, and I will miss it, but this is just completely different, and at the minute I'm loving it. So the review is, if you do want something like this, just go and get it. It's superb. So this is the finished article. We are done with this project. It flew through the MOT. It was great. It had no advisories. It drove beautifully. The only thing I would say is when I done the oil change, put the oil in, the oil was level, and I started it. It filled the oil filter up, took it for a short ride, come back, and it was showing as overfilled. So I did have to drain some more out. So I don't know if that's a common issue on these, but it's been rectified now. So very quickly, it's been cleaned. I've got some of the black plastic stuff in the can you can buy just to highlight it and accentuate the black parts a little bit more. The infill panels are both there. The mirrors have been done. And it is a stunning looking bike. So that's it on this. Do hope you enjoyed it. I got quite lucky with this. The ABS issues were quite easily solvable. I was expecting to be digging into an ABS pump, but it didn't actually come down to that, so I was quite pleased with it. The only other bit I did want to show you was this part here. This was the original mirror, and I plastic welded that part in, and very pleased with that. It came out very well. I had some real issues with trying to get a mirror for this side. It was broken on the end there that you can see. So what I've done is I've actually taken a bit off of an old one, plastic welded it in. It's been filled, painted, and it's just had a first coat of lacquer, and I think it's actually come out quite well. Looking at that, I am very pleased with that. I would have bought one, but I just couldn't wait any longer. So it's had about 4 coats of paint, first coat of lacquer, and yeah, it's come out really well. I think, as you can see from some of the pictures, that it's quite an easy process to do. It was the first time that I've done it. They're just like metal staples that heat up red hot, and you delve them into the plastic, and they are awesome. So that job is also done. So MOT'd, logbook is due on Monday, and today is Saturday. Once I get that, it's time for a new owner for this machine, and then we'll move on to the next project. So the two finished projects together goes a little bit further than this. The Kawasaki there, I just kind of fell in love with. So I don't know if you saw in one of my earlier videos, my first ever video was my Honda DeVille that I'd had for 5 years, and decided to sell it. So I sold it, and bike prices are a bit crazy right now because I ended up making quite a healthy profit on that, even though it was 5 years older. But I decided to keep the Kawasaki, and yeah, I'm loving it at the moment. It is, as I mentioned in the previous video, just a little bit too loud, but I will get a baffle just to kind of quieten it down just a touch, because I live in quite a quiet place and I don't really want to pee off my neighbours too much. So I am quite relieved that these two are done. However, they were, on the scale of 1 to 10, probably only about 2 or 3 as far as difficulty went. The Kawasaki was very easy with the back panel just needing replacing, and that was just a simple job, and apart from mini service and some cleaning, deep cleaning on that, it was quite an easy project. The Honda, well, mostly panels. The crash bar had to be replaced, as you've seen in the video, but apart from that, it was just sourcing panels, trying to source the right colour, and the ABS problems, which turned out to be just a dirty sensor, which was quite a relief, because when I first got the bike and I rode it off of the truck, and I took it for a very small test drive, the ABS light was on and I did go above 6 miles an hour, and it was yeah, I thought it was going to be quite a big issue, but it wasn't. So that's it, both projects. Yeah, let's move on, and I've got my eye on a something new, something different, and hopefully that will come up soon. And also there's a auto jumble coming up, and another classic auction that I want to attend. So there's lots to see and do, so lots to stay tuned for. So I do hope you've liked this. If you'd like to see more projects like this and the Kawasaki, then please like, share, subscribe, and the next project's just around the corner. Take care, guys.